Yes. Hello everyone, this is the Yes Show, Young, Entertaining, and Save. I'm LaCora Stevens.
And I'm Robert Mitchell.
And we're going to talk about Celebration of Gospel 2014 red carpet fashion. That's right. Now, we're not going to go into who was best dressed or worst dressed, but we are going to say who was heaven bound.
Or heaven frowned.
That's right. So let's take a look. Now, we're going to look at the top 3 ladies. For me, I think it was Tamela Mann. She looked gorgeous.
She did.
Her black and red dress, it was, you know, fitting her nicely. I think she's been making some healthy choices in her life. So, you know, it looks like she's been losing some weight.
Tamela is hot.
She is hot. And that hot, red proved that she is hot.
Yes.
Now, my number 2 person was Marette Brown Clark. She looked great in these jewel tone colors. I loved it. Now, it was like this long satin skirt with a long sleeve purple skirt. I loved it. Did you like that, Rob?
You know, it was an interesting piece. It really reminded me of a praise dancer, so, you know.
She did not look like a praise dancer. I thought she looked gorgeous. The color
But I'm not saying that praise
her.
dancers don't look gorgeous, but...
Okay. Well, my number 1 person, India Ari. She is definitely heaven bound. I loved her wardrobe. Her mother designed it. It had pockets. It had the split in the front and the train going on. It was gorgeous. She took it home. Yes, loved it.
Okay, in my top 3.
Yes.
I'm actually going to start off with India. You know, I appreciated what India had on because, you know, we're just coming out of Black History Month.
True.
And it brought me back to the motherland in a certain sense, you know, and I appreciated it, you know, so, but yeah, that's all for that. But no, next I have Candice.
Oh,
Candice
Idol
Glover, yes, and I love her voice. Have you heard her?
I heard a little bit of it.
Oh my gosh, she's awesome. She's awesome. I love you, Candice. But I love what she had on. Just the color, the way that it actually... And she seems as if she dropped a few pounds as well, Candice. You're looking very good. I really love what she had. It was very chic and classic. Absolutely.
Simple, classic, and just very, like you said, it was elegant in a sense.
Right.
You know, she had the silver tones, the rhinestones going on with the purple. She did
right,
nice.
And you don't always have to go overboard.
True.
You know. So I love the Candice. You get an A from Robert. Okay. And last and definitely not least was Miss Chante Moore. Oh my God! And I hear Chante ain't got a man right now. Chante, I'm available, baby.
Child, please. She did look good.
Chante looked fabulous. I mean, it just don't get too much better. Well, of course, Miss Coco here. You know,
yeah, because I feel like India Ari was the one who took it home. So, you know, but all of these 6 women are heaven bound.
Yes, they are.
We loved it. Before we talked about who made heaven frown, we're going to talk about the male who were heaven bound as well, right?
Absolutely, absolutely. I'm going to give you some of the guys, which I must say, this year, 2014, the men... They did it the best.
Hands
down. They did it the best.
He's right. I agree.
Absolutely.
You're right.
Absolutely.
Great observation.
So, fellas, we got to keep this up, you know, because it's not often that happens. However, but my top 3, let me go. Heaven bound was Mr. Charles King.
He was good.
Do you remember him?
Yeah, he was very young, fresh style.
Very trendy, very trendy. And I love that, even though, you know, sometimes I like to be a little more conservative when we think about, you know, Sunday. However, there's certain fashions that I can appreciate, and he hit it on the nail.
He did.
Charles, that was good, bro. I need to find, did we find out who designed this?
No, we didn't. I'm sorry.
Well, I'm going to look that up. Also, Jonathan McReynolds.
Oh, yeah.
That was classy to me.
But it looked a little, I mean, it had this Casablanca feel to it, but it also like an ice cream man or something. It didn't make me write home a letter.
Who all don't like ice cream? Y'all know I sure do. So anyway, moving on. The guy was classy.
Okay.
And I loved it. And we have James Harrison. You remember him?
Oh, yes.
Yes, suave. Very suave.
Incredible God, incredible praise.
Incredible. I can't do that, can I? Oh,
Actually, and you know what? He's on my list too. I interviewed him. Take a look, and he's going to share who actually designed this.
Now you look very, very nice. Let's talk about this. Do you style this by yourself?
No, I got a guy named Jay Bolin who hooked me up. He's actually styling like 10 people around here, so I was honored to get my name in. I was the only guy, so I'm honored to be the only dude that got styled by Jay Bolin.
Brother, you look good. You look incredible.
Thank you.
You like how?
So that right there, like you, because you had your top 3, right?
Yes, yes.
And I too said JJ.
But also, I need to do an honorable mention.
Oh, honorable mention.
Uncle Charlie Wilson.
He did.
You did it, Uncle. Yeah, Uncle was in there. You know, I just classic all the time. I love the black because if anything, I think out of all the ones that was worn, you probably would have found me maybe in a suit closest to Charlie's or Jonathan.
Jonathan, yeah. I like Charlie. He looked really nice. So as I stated, J.J. Harrison, that was one of my top picks, as well as, I also had Charles King on there. He looked very, very nice. But one that Robert did not mention was Kim. He looked so nice. His suit was fitting him like a glove. You could tell it was a nice tailored suit.
He looked good.
I really liked the look. Very simple, not too flashy, had a little sheen to it. My top pick. So now we're going to talk about which ladies made heaven frown. I'm sorry, Erica Campbell. I felt like you needed a little help.
Wait.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. Tell me the clouds didn't open up for Erica?
They did not. Only because, and I say this, it wasn't that she looked bad. It just looked like she was going to I don't know, an evening for dinner or something like that. And your sister is Goo, the stylist. Goo is known to make you guys look great, and I just felt like it could have been stepped up a notch.
I agree with you on that.
Layla Hathaway, it was just a little mundane, a little dry, a little boring, a little frills and thrills. Did not thrill me at all on the bottom of her dress or skirt. I just, I don't think heaven is smiling.
Well, wait a minute. Are you looking on my list?
No, they were also on your list?
Yes, heaven did not smile for
okay, these are some heaven frowns.
Layla as well.
Right.
Yes.
And my top pick was Leandria. Pastor, or preacher, singer, whoever, but not fashionista. Okay, I felt like it was a bit much. I don't know, it didn't suit her style. It just didn't complement her hair with the dress. It was just like she was doing too much or trying too hard or something, when she doesn't have to, because she has a great voice.
Wow. Well, that's interesting that you say that, and I'm about to just throw my list away because actually my heaven frowns were Leandria and Layla. But what I would say with Leandria, to me, because I know a lot of people was commenting on the cleavage that she had.
Right.
Yes, because she had a breast, kind of hanging out there. However, the design period, it just didn't do it for me. I wasn't so taken back with the cleavage. Although I will say, ladies, sometimes we know that it's gospel, and we know that there's a certain look that I feel personally should be portrayed when we're going for the celebration of gospel versus the BET Awards. I think it's a difference. I'm not judging either one, but it's a difference. And when I cannot tell the difference, I sometimes have a little problem with that. So Leandria, I just really didn't like the piece. It didn't work for her body. I just like to see the people that's behind, the mirror. Just coaching to my girl, you look good. I'm like,
bumping up, right?
Leandra, you come get Rob. I'll tell you the truth, baby. I promise.
Yeah, heaven frown.
Yeah.
Sorry. But then I will say, in regards, let's take a look from last year when she won an award. Her girls were hanging out, and people didn't make a big to-do about that one. This year, they were actually, kind of covered in some sheer fabric. But moving on, with the guys, let us know who made you frown.
Who made me frown?
Or heaven frown.
Yes. Heaven did not open up its pearly gates this day. For
who, Ty? Because he sure ain't opening up for me.
Now listen, I'm
sorry.
This. But yes, Ty.
So we're right.
Ty.
Good.
Ty, you won't dance through them gates that night. Listen.
He won't dance.
The brother can dance, what I'm saying?
Can dance.
But yeah, I wasn't feeling it. I'm one for the trendiness, but when heaven can't smile because heaven is confused. You know, what do you think? Yeah, you know, I just don't even know what was going on.
He has on
What is this?
hood, plaid, strap. I don't know.
I can get with the pants there a little bit.
The pants
you know,
are kind of cute.
But that top, I'm just not feeling it. I just don't understand it, you know.
Oh, who's the other one?
Okay, and next we have Brother PJ Morton. Brother, did somebody just wake you up this morning and tell you that the celebration of gospel was tonight? Because clearly,
looked like he got out the studio.
Yeah, there was no effort. I give an A for effort, and I see none here. And we know that. Well, I'm not going to say we know people's circumstances, but brother, I could have let you borrow the suit.
Or a bow tie.
Oh, yeah, I got a few. That's my little look for 2014. You like it?
I do like the bow tie look.
We in with the bow tie.
Now give me a bean pie. Is it a bean pie, moon pie?
A bean pie.
A bean pie. Give it to me now. I'm hungry. I cracked myself up.
And only yourself.
I know, only myself. Okay, who's your last one?
Actually,
only two?
Yes, only two.
So I guess you forgot to mention Vashawn Mitchell. You think that heaven was smiling or frowning?
Absolutely, heaven smiled for Vashawn Mitchell.
Okay.
And I was supposed to give him an honorable mention as well.
Okay, well, let's talk about this because I thought he did look nice. However, it was just a bit bright. The red wasn't, but the fit of it, the look of it, it was just
This is the season of love. This is the season of love.
Child, he blended in with that red carpet. I didn't know where he was. I was like, Vashawn?
Now, you know what? I can't let this go. Because, you know, I'm a dark-skinned brother, and if someone said I blend in with the black carpet, you know, I have a problem.
Well,
so,
he looked nice.
Light-skinned.
I'm just saying the color was too bright. And I'm from Florida, so I love a man with bright colors, whether it's pink or anything. It was just a bit too much.
Vashawn, brother, you hit it, and heaven is smiling for you. I disagree with her.
You did look nice.
And you know you're a Mitchell brother, so you know I got your back.
I'm saying you look nice, but the color was just too bright. It was blinding my eyes. No. Okay, well that sums it up. 2014 celebration of gospel, heaven bound or heaven frown. All right, so you let us know which one, if we're wrong, because you may not like, you may be thinking, well, you look like Diana Ross and he looked like a Muslim, you know, so let us know.
No, Denzel, thank you. But anyway.
You guys, this is LaCora Stevens
and Robert Mitchell.
What He Say, She Say of the Yes Show. Bye.
Bye-bye.